This is Commander Rusty Dog. It is the 1st of January and we are right outside the Asp Explorer, which has been kitted out for a deep space exploration journey, not a mission, just a journey towards the Heart Nebula and the Soul Nebula, some 7,000 plus light years away. I've decided to start this journey on January the 1st, so it'll be an easy day to remember. And also it's going to take me away from missions, combat and stuff like that. So there is a slim possibility that when I get a certain distance out, if I'm really bored with it all, I can turn back. But I hope to make it all the way there, and I will be logging my journey as I do so. Okay, so let's take a look at how the ship is outfitted for this journey. 2 heatsink launchers, that's basically it. So that gives me 8 heat sinks, I believe. I don't need any other utilities, and I'm not going to carry any weapons. The internals, I've only maxed out the frameshift drive, the fuel scoop and the shield generator, and a maximum auto-filled maintenance unit, which I've only got 1 of, and I hope to be able to replenish using synthesis. I have 2 vehicles in the SRB slots, a 40 tank capacity, which admittedly, if I got rid of this one, would give me a 32 light year jump range instead of a 31.3. But I have worked out that 40 tons of fuel will benefit me before I need to fuel scoop more than it will carrying only 32 but being able to jump further. So I'm going to keep it like this. Sensors, power, life support, thrusters, power plant, all D's to keep the weight down. And to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed at the jump range. I thought it would be more than 31. I'd be like in the 30, 33, 34s, but not to be. So tactical ice paint job, 1 decal of each, and to boldly go across the dashboard. That is where we are. So we're going to be venturing out to the Heart and Soul Nebula. It's not actually called that. It's the Heart Nebula, which is 7.5 thousand light years away. Here it is, kind of a wispy thing. Looks a bit jellyfish-like, and next to it, as you can see there, is the Soul Nebula. So we'll be visiting both of those. They're not too far apart at all. And there are quite a few systems inside each. So, as you can see, so it's going to be fun. Okay, we are ready to go. And God help us. Let me just, before we shoot off, just put back here. I don't know whether this is going to work. Let me just pop to there and just click. Oh, this one, a bit closer. every jump counts. Okay, so let's just select this. Oh, come here. Jesus, when are they going to sort this out properly? Okay. Oh, it doesn't tell us how many jumps. Of course, because you need to plot the course, and it won't do it. But I'm going to do a rough calculation. So 7,548 light years. Okay? And the ship is capable of 3135. So let's round it off to, because it's going to vary. We're not always going to get a 31 or a 30 jump range. So if we average it at, say, 29, should we say will be an average jump we're going to get? Let's do 29. Gives us 260 jumps. That's what I'm facing. 260 jumps to get there. Right, so we'd better go then, eh? Okay guys, I'll see you on the journey. Oh, and a happy 3302. So here we are now, about 560 light years away from Shinrata Desra, and already I have come across my first discovery, as you can see here. So I'm going to scan this, and is this going to be a taste of things to come now? Obviously I'm looking at every system that I scan to see what there is, and anything of interest we'll be logging and taking a look at. But that is my first scan that I've done, which has been a first discovery. So let's jump to the next system, which is HIP 12083. Which if you took all the stars out of that system and put new ones in, it could be renamed to HIP replacement 12083. Yes, I'm already leaving the stage. Whoa, big one. Big one. Let's take a look. Oh my god, look at the size of that. And yeah, pretty much everything discovered. So we're back to that. But that's a big one. That's a big guy right there. And because it's a big guy, I'm going to scan it anyway. So I just have to flip that way. Okay, I'll be back if there's anything to report. Okay, so I've come across another system here. I don't know how far away from Shinrata I am, but I'm going to say it's somewhere in the region of 850 light years, more or less. And I've come across this entire system that hasn't been touched. The previous system I was in had some discoveries, but underneath there was another sun with a load of planets, and none of them were touched, and that was because they were 121,000 light seconds away and nobody could be bothered. However, in this one, the furthest one away is 13,000 light seconds, so I am going to be scanning this entire system, no doubt. I want my name over the whole of this thing. So I should have backed off there actually. I wasn't paying attention. Target. Target.
Locking on to target.
So let's just take you through the beginnings of this scan. System map.
System cartography.
Close map. Close system map.
Closing map.
Yes, it's a full system that hasn't been touched, so I want my name on it. And as long as I get the information back before anybody else, I'll be fine. Which means I do not intend to put this video up until I get back. I don't want anybody taking away my scans. Yeah, it's true. I've just realised I won't be able to put any of these videos up until I have returned, for the simple reason I don't want anybody else venturing out here, snatching a full system and then returning back with the data before I do. Not that I don't trust anybody, and there's not that many people watching my videos, but you know, I ain't gonna take any chances. That's why I'm out here, for discovery. I want to get my Explorer rank up, certainly get into the next one, which is Ranger. Certainly want to be there, and I feel sure I will be when I get back. Target.
Locking on to target.
Yeah, but don't fire anything, alright? So, I will be mapping this system and then pushing on. I'm only 7 jumps away from my last plotted route, which will take me 987 light years out. My intention is
Change
to...
camera.
Okay. My intention is to hit 1,000 light years at least by the end of today, and then we'll see where we are. Maybe do 1,500 light years a day, and that would make a journey time of around, what, 3 weeks? Say a week, 7 days to cover the 7,500 light years, 7 days to mess around between the two nebulas and whatever's around there, and 7 days to get back. It can be done. So a 3-week journey, which means, or I could just say, you know what, let's just take up the entire month of January exploring, and yeah, aim to be back just before February. Can do that, because I might not be on this every day. So, you know, it's just going to have to play it as it goes. I'm in no particular rush. Oh, I keep bringing up the wrong thing there. I need to be... So I've got that, and that. So now on to you. Which I might be able to scan from here if it's big enough. No. Okay, so I will be back with anything that might be remotely interesting. To me, at least. Hello again, and here we are, 1,200 light years away from home. Zinc is what I'm after. So, in this system, there is one planet which I can land on, and that's the one I've just scanned. So I've now found out that it is iron magma. Volcanism, iron magma. No atmosphere, rock metal. So it's a high metal content world with a metallic core. So I'm going to land on this. What's the gravity? 1.2. Okay, so I'm going to be a little bit careful. It's just a little bit more than Earth. Shouldn't be a big issue really, but I'm going to be careful anyway because I'm out in the void. So we are going to land here and scout around for some zinc. So I guess I'll keep the video going during my landing. You can see that it's like a bluish coloured world, and that's because the sun is a massive blue fiery ball which is tinting the colour of this thing. Now obviously the metals arrive on this, I say obviously, I'm guessing some of the metals arrive on these planets from the asteroid hits. So could it then be said that it might be more lucrative to look inside a crater for stuff as opposed to just being on the flat surface? I guess these are just mountain ranges. So I'm going to go and land where there are some craters. If that was my shadow, it shouldn't have been there.
Orbital flight engaged.
So let's bring this thing in. See where we are after glide and see if we can get near a crater. If I can find some zinc, because it's meant to be a common element, then I'll be fine, but I've never found any yet. That looks way deep. Look at this, look how deep these craters are. I don't know if I can land in one. Maybe I can land in one. Because I wouldn't want to be in a position where I can't get out of one. We'll try. Power to shields. No, didn't get a chance. Power to shields. Power to shields. Wow. Hello. No, Verity's switched off. I guess I must have switched it off. Okay, so we're going to land here. Oh, I think I'll put power to shields. I'm going to sneeze now. Oh, must be the dust on this planet. Okay, so the G is a bit more than what Earth is. Oh, excuse me, I've got an itchy nose. So this will be my first landing on this journey, and my sole purpose is just on the off chance that there may be some zinc here.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, really? It's meant to be 1G, not 5. Fuck me. I think we need more powerful vertical thrusters. Well, if there's ever going to be a place where there's little green men, it should be on a little green planet. So, the thought process here is that there is more lucrative stuff in the crater. But it looks like that this crater isn't going to have anything in it, and that I'm going to have to get out. Although looks can be deceiving, maybe. And I know now that I'm going through fuel that I can only restock by synthesis. Normally you run out of fuel when you get back to a space station. You can refuel ship and SRV at the same time. If you have hull damage, you can just go back into your ship, and when you relaunch the SRV, the hull is back to 100%, I believe, but not the fuel. So we'll keep the video rolling until I hit my first discovery. And we'll see where we go from there. Whoa. Please don't give me iron, sulfur and carbon. Although the day that I'll need those for refuels and repairs, you won't give me any. I'll be on a planet made of 100% zinc, knowing my luck. Conserving the ammo. Wow, look how quick that stuff came down. So here we've got niobium, chromium and phosphorus. Yeah, okay, we'll pick that up. Something over here, I guess. I don't have too much niobium, I don't think, so that's a nice little find. Not quite sure what it's used for, but it's zinc is what I need, and it's meant to be a common element. But so far, I haven't found that to be the case. It's not very common. I can't even tell you what class it is because it's not on my synthesis chart. Let's have a look. See what this is. Now the SRV is not going to bounce around as much as a 0.1 G planet, so I don't mind laying on a little bit of speed, knowing that it's going to be reacting something like what it would be if it was a buggy on Earth. So I can sort of react to that. Yeah, we can go down here. That'll be the rock. That'll be the one. Don't suppose there's any zinc, is there? Well, my ship has left me. So we can have a scout around now. We've got little faint signals. We've got something here that filled up the scanner. Just turn the lights out a sec. Oh, there was something there. Let me have a pop up here. No? Oh, yep, something there. See, it's there and then it's not. Changed its mind. I'm going to go for something a bit more certain. Okay, we got something over here, quite a wide band. Again, I'm not going to drive nuts. Yes, it's if you're not into green, this isn't the place for you. This is actually quite a nice drive in terms of the buggy's stability. It's not bouncing around everywhere like crazy. It's actually going really quite well. Oh, there we go. We just got a glimpse of the local star, which is why this... yeah, check that out. And that big blue one there is the main one. And that's what's lighting up this planet in this colour. Get a bit of momentum up here just to push this thing up. Some of these black shadows I think are a little bit harsh. Great, that's dropped me down to 98%. Maybe they're not so harsh, because certainly the shadows in space would be quite sharp, as in they would have sharp edges, I would say. Anyway, not going to get into all that kind of thinking. This looks like something that should be close by, but it's a very, very small signal. Mesosiderite. Anyone heard of that? Is that a real thing, or is that something Frontier made up? Oh, sulfur. Yeah, you don't get too many of that. Something's crackling over here. Okay, well, I won't bore you anymore with my expedition in Greenland. So if I find anything or anything else happens, I will let you know. So I'll catch you back the next time. I'm not going to spend too long here though, because I do want to get on my way. But I do need to find some zinc-y. As I said to somebody yesterday, I've found everything but the bitch and zinc. So this is right now the quest for zinc. Manganese, phosphorus. Yeah, okay, let's pick up the manganese. And the nickel. The reason I'm picking this up is because I want it... Phosphorus, yeah, go on. Now I want to see what this one is. Chromium, okay. Let's take another quick look here and see what the AFM really requires. Oh, we can't, can we? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. So, I can do the standard. I can't do the basic. But if I do the standard, it's going to cost me 1 tin, of which I've got 2 of, 2 manganese, of which I've got plenty of, 6 vanadiums, of which I've got 10 of, 1 molybdenum, which I've got 3 of, and 1 zirconium, which I've got 2 of. So the only reason I've got 1 refill available instead of 2 is that I need 2 more vanadiums. If I get 2 more vanadium, then I can do 2 refills at 50%, as opposed to doing 1 at premium. Because if I do 1 at premium, I'm going to need 2 more vanadiums to have 1 left over. Then I'm going to need 2 zirconiums, 1 tellurium. So yes, it's looking... I'm just looking at this now, and it seems to me that vanadium, which is common, because it's got the two marks on its symbol there. 2 vanadium will be as good now for me to get as 2 zincs, because I need 2 zincs for this as well. So 2 vanadium will also be good. So I'll take vanadium or zinc right now, and thankfully I have not passed up any vanadium while I have been here. Let's keep going in this direction because I want to get that point of interest off my scanner, although I doubt I will. Oh, look at this terrain. It's really good. Okay, so here I am on yet another planet, another high metal content planet. This one looks rather eerie, rather misty. The first one I've been on that's been misty. It's got a gravity of 0.14, I think that is, so I'm taking it very easy, not pushing it, and carrying on my quest for zinc or vanadium. Now I am on the polar, one of the polar caps, the big crater. There's a massive crater there, and that's what I'm on. That's what I'm inside of right now. It looks quite haunting, this planet, I have to say. Look at that view. It looks all kind of misty, and let me see if we can just have a look up here. And there's a couple of ice worlds next door, but I did choose to come to this one instead. Now how I'm going to get over here? I guess I could boost it, but I don't know what's over there, so we're just going to try the old roll it over and see where we are.